Hi, everybody. June here from Red Daisy Crafts. I'm coming to you earlier today than normal. I've got a few things happening that I had to arrange some schedules today. So I'm excited to be with you this Sunday for Think Creatively. I'm just going to check and make sure that everything is working, that we're streaming to the places I hope we are at. So just give me a second here to double check. Looks like we're here. Um, and then let me look one other place. Let's see what's happening here. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. Real quick, one more time. All right, so there we are. All right. For a moment there, I didn't think we were in the group, but we are. I think this might be, I don't know, maybe next Sunday too. Facebook is changing a lot of their guidelines, and so it may not stream live into the group on Sunday. Whenever I go live, we may have to push it there after the live. So if you want to see the live, I would make sure that you are following me at my business page of Red Daisy Crafts. Most of you are, but just in case, I can also find this live on YouTube whenever I go live on Sundays. So just beware that those changes are coming. It's so great to be with you today. And if you're joining me live, please leave a message, comment, let me know you're here. I'd love to have people join me during the live so we can chat. That's always fun. I do want to just say we have entered the May subscription period for Paper Pumpkin. And I'm going to put us down to the table so that you can see the best. Here we go. So we are in May subscription period that runs through May 10th. And that Paper Pumpkin is called The Best There Is. It is geared towards Father's Day, but also includes sentiments that express your gratitude and admiration. There's 9 cards. There will be 3 designs, so 3 of each 3 designs with coordinating envelopes. We always love to see the coordinating envelopes. This is going to coordinate with some new DSP paper that is going to be in the new catalog. And I have that. So let me just grab it really quick so I can show you. That's always fun. So it is going to coordinate with the Country Woods DSP. So I can't show you a catalog, but I can show you product. And I'm kind of excited about this paper. It speaks to me personally, so I'm excited to work with it and get to play with it. It is called Country Woods. And let me just get this open. Someday I might actually show you guys all the stuff I've gotten from the new catalog. So this is the back side of that. Just think reminds me of country, beach, all that kind of stuff. This is the back side of that. I always love a wood background paper. This is gorgeous. I love that. And then you have this one, and then this one with the white, and a lot of whitewash and gray and blues, and it looks like petal pink. Let's see. The colors are basic beige. That's going to be a new color for the annual catalog. Basic gray, crumb cake, early espresso, gray granite, Misty Moonlight, Pecan Pie, that's a new color from last year. Petal Pink, yes, that's what I thought. A Petal Pink, Pool Party, Smoky Slate, and Wild Wheat. So really, what I would say subdued colors, perfect for male featured cards for the men in your life. And so I'm looking forward actually to this masculine paper pumpkin with earthy tones. So then the other thing that is in effect now is this new quarterly die set that coordinates with the next April, May, and June paper pumpkins. It's called Thanks and Beyond dies, and I've showed you guys that before. I'll show it to you again right now. They really are a good size and have a lot of detail stitching on this hexagon. So just really looking forward to playing with that when my April paper pumpkin arrives, which will be sometime this week, I hope. So I expect we will be playing with that next Sunday. So looking forward to that. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. So I will put that aside, and we're going to get a little messy today because I have my things planned, but I didn't put together like a final product. So really looking forward to creating with you today. I saw a couple of ideas that I thought would be cool, and then realized like I just was going to have to kind of create them on my own. So we're going to do a little bit of a fun fold here with what I have here is an 8 inches by 5.25 inch piece of cardstock, and it is scored at 2, 4, and 6 inches. So again, this is 8 inches. So I've cut a half an inch off, and it's scored at 2, 4, and 6. So we are going to make a gatefold card in a sense, and it's going to get a belly band around it. But we're going to have this kind of neat little thing happening on the inside of it. And we're going to put it together. We're going to make it together. So I've tried to get a few things ready as I've shown you for here. We're going to stamp and have this kind of popping up out of the inside, and then it will stand up, so it can be displayed, kind of a card. So hoping you will join me for that fun. And I know what I need is an envelope from my box. I thought I grabbed that, but I'm not seeing it. So let me just grab one of our envelopes from the box, and we will get started. So fortunately, I do have kind of an idea of what we are going to be doing, so it shouldn't be too difficult. So we are going to open up this envelope to use some of it to create some of the layers and bring in that pretty design. And so I'm just taking off like just a sliver on the edge of the envelope. It doesn't want to come out of here. Let me get my scissors. It really was just a sliver. And so we're going to do that again on this side. So I'm just taking off a little bit of that. So now it is open to this beautiful inside. Hi, Wendy. Thanks for joining. Glad to have you here. You know what? I said this last week, and I need to do this. Where are my... I really need to change my blade in my trimmer. Actually, maybe I can turn it around, and that'll help for today. That's what I'm going to do. because on my lives, I'm always cutting at this end. So I'm just going to turn it around. That should help it for today. Since I don't have one handy. Oh yeah, that's much better. Not this little hairy edge that we just got. Now nice clean. All right, so we are going to need, this is 5.5. So we're going to need this to be 5 1/4. And, or I guess we have 5 1/4 this way. That's what I want. All right, so I'm going to trim this off right here. And yeah, that makes a difference. I got to go up. All right, so now what I want is 1 3/4 of an inch. I need 2 of these. Actually, I need 4. We may have to open another envelope. So, oh shoot, really making mistakes. All right, I want these to be 1 3/4. That was not good. Let's see if I can get another one here. I don't know that I can. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I can get one more here. Yes. Okay, so I was able to get 2 out of that. And so now I need another envelope in order to get the 4 pieces that I want. Now, you may not want to open up your envelopes. It's up to you. You could always use some coordinating paper for this. That is another option for you. So keep that in mind as we are doing this. But I am needing to have 4 panels here. So let's just do this one more time. So I'm just creating again. I need 5 1/4. Guess we went this way with it. 5 1/4. There we go. And now I want 1 3/4, 2 times, and again. And that will give me 4 of the strips that I need. The other 2 strips, because we need a total of 6 that are 5 1/4 by 1 3/4, is I'm going to use this card base, this area of it. And so let me just make sure. Yep, this is already 5 1/4. And so we're going to do 1 3/4. And then again, 1 3/4. Just like so. So we're getting more of the sky out of this piece here. And so I think that is the cutting that we needed to do for this. So let me get all these little extra pieces out of the way. And we will get started. So I said I was going to be a little bit messy today, so just beware. All right, so we are doing this gatefold card. These 2 pieces are going to go on the inside here. Okay, then these pieces are going to go out here like so. And then we will have another 2 going on the front like so. Okay, so that is, basically our paper for this. Okay, and so we're gonna move forward with this. I thought I was gonna be loving this granny apple green. I'm not entirely sure I do. So before I put it down, I may cut a white cardstock base just to have instead of the granny apple green. I just think it might be prettier, and we might as well have something we enjoy looking at, right? So let's do that really quick. So I am going to cut this card base to 5.5, and then like I said, I cut off a 1/2 inch. So we're going to cut off a 1/2 inch so that we are at 5.5 by 8 inches. Okay. And then I'm going to score this at 2 inches. 4 inches. This is going to be so much better, y'all. And 6 inches. Okay. And that gets us our gatefold. And so while we are here, let's go ahead and cut. I had 1.25 inch of the 8.5 for the belly band. Okay. So we need that. And then we are going to, let me see, I can't remember exactly what this was. I think it's 1 inch by 5. Yes. So I need a well, how many? No, I need 1 inch here. 1 inch. And then by 5. And then we'll do some scoring. Okay, so we'll get these pieces out of the way. Nothing like a game change, right? All right, so we are just doing a 1/2 inch score line on both sides of this 1 inch by 5 inch piece. And that's our little mechanism that goes on the inside of the card base. And then for this one, I am just going to do one score line just to help with the belly band fold at 4 1/8 inch. Okay. So that's just going to help us fold this around the card. Is that where I wanted it? No, I think I wanted it at like 2 1/8. That's fine. Not going to hurt anything. Okay. Because I believe that will fold on the edge. Okay. All right. So now I want this to fold for us like a gate fold. So let me get my bone folder out. All right. And we are going to do this. But the one in the middle, I want it to fold in. So basically we have like an M. Okay. All right. So it goes like this. And these are going to fold over like that. We have our belly band, our little mechanism that goes on the inside of here, like so. Wish I had any idea what kind of card this is, but maybe a pop-up gatefold. May need to score that just a tad much. Seems a little tight here. Okay, so for this now, we are back to where we were. So we are going to have our panel on the inside of here, and we should put them in the right order. So these are going to go on the inside now with the sky on the sides, like so. And then sky will be out here as well. All right, and I think I'm going to put this one on the inside. Had that extra score line. It's not going to be that big of a notice, but on the outside it might be. So just like that. I hope all that is making sense and you're kind of caught up. Sorry for the shenanigans. But here we go. So I am going to have my extra glue here because I think I'm close to running out of my glue here. So I want to make sure that I have extra on hand. And so we will just start to put this down. Whoops, not in that order. All righty. So This is going to be so fun. So on the inside, we're going to do some stamping with the big flower, like we did a couple of weeks ago. We're going to do some two-step stamping. And so let's just make sure we get this. Let's see if I can flatten that out any. I always seem to try, but it never really does, it seems. Okay, we're getting to where this is going to be annoying, and we're going to open up a new one. That's what we're going to do. So, hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. Please leave me a comment. Let me know who's here. I see we have people from New Jersey, and I see Wendy's there. And yep, I think we're just about done with this. Finish this piece and then we will go from here. All right, so that puts all of our layers on the inside of the card. And let's just change this out while we're here. Throw that out. There we go. And we are good to go. All right, then we might as well go ahead and put the outside panels on now while we're here. And how nice is that? No shaking and making people crazy with all that. All right, so I am curious, based on what I've described, have any of you made a card similar with this fold? Hey, Susan. Oh, hi, Wendy. You're watching from Ontario. I'm so glad. It's good to have you here. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. Okay. So, again, the next piece is going to be to put this down. And I do think I need just about teeny tiny bit change in just a teeny tiny bit on this to fold properly. So I think that will get us there. And to lay this down. So in order for this to fold in, yeah, that's better. All right, so we are going to go ahead and glue this down. And so we're just doing a little glue on the ends, the little 1/2 inch folded pieces, and they're just going right here in the center, like so. And that. There we go. Just hold that down. So this way, whenever we open this, this will go like that. All right. And that's what will kind of happen whenever you stand it up. All right. So we're going to have that little popping mechanism right there. So it goes into the shape of a W when you open it. Okay. So you want those to be able to flex both ways. Okay. All right. So now this piece is going to go in here, and we're just going to have like a little stamping on here. And so we'll come back to that. And then we have our tree, which is going to be part of our belly band. And we're good to go on all those pieces. So for our items here, we have all the pieces. So we're going to start with our large stamp piece. Okay. So just making sure I have that and where I want it to go. So if I make this into a birthday card and I want my birthday sentiment down here at the bottom, or I guess I could put it up here. Let's see what works. Okay. Yeah, we can do it at the top of there. I think. So I'll lay that on there. And then I think that's going to fit right up there in the corner. So what we might do is do our birthday sentiment first before we put our flowers down, just to make sure we have everything in the right place. So we are going to be using Memento ink and putting that down. And I want my foam mat because I remember from using this a few weeks ago that the stamp is so big that it doesn't have the best pressure, or I guess probably I'm not strong enough to give more pressure it needs in the center of the flowers. So I want a good image to be put down. And what did I say we were going to do? Put the sentiment on first, June. Paying attention, catching the mistakes. So if I want have a beautiful birthday up here in the corner, let's do that. Okay, so we have that. Now we have this one. Oh, I'm glad this is a new design then for some of you. All right. So now we are bringing this in just like so. Putting it down. So the foam mat just gives you the ability to press this into it and get a nice clean lines on it. And so there we have it. So now we have our image that we're going to be putting on the inside of the card. All right, so I'm going to move this big block out of the way because it is a big block. All right, so now we have lots of other pieces that we're going to bring into the card. And I need to have some paper underneath of here so that I can stamp off, because I don't know if you remember when we did this the last time, we have to do some stamping off on here. So we are going to be using the Fresh Freesia and the Berry Burst inks. So let me get those out. We're going to use the green and the yellow too, but right now we're at this stage. So the big flowers, what we're going to be doing is, this is called two-step stamping. Okay. These are going to line up onto the flowers. So I don't know if I think you can see better now. Does make a little bit of a glare, but basically we're going to get ink onto the stamp. All right. And you'll see, like, that's pretty dark. I don't know that I want it that dark. And so now I am just lining these up and stamping in to the flower. So you can see the difference when you do a second generation stamp. Okay, so now we have made that just a little bit lighter, which I think is better for what we're creating today. So now we are going to do the next layer of the stamp, and that is, I like to line it up on here. That is the center of the flower, or the middle, I guess, of the flower, where you have all the, I guess, shadow lines, in a sense. So this is going to put those on. So you can see, like, if I were to line this up on here, that's pretty dark, right? I don't want it that dark. So we are going to do, again, second generation, like so. So very pretty, right? Very pretty. So there you can see that. All right. I hope you like that. All right. So now we are going to come in with the garden green with our leaves. And again, we're going to do the second generation stamping, because with a first generation stamping, we are going to do the vein of the leaf with the first generation. So here we have our, might need to, oh, there we go. All right. So second generation here. And let's just get this lined up. There we go. Very nice. Beautiful. All right. So there's just a lot of stamps that we're playing with right now. And so we got all of my collected little clear blocks from all the kits that I have done, you know, the kits that come with the clear block in them. It's really nice because when you have something with all of these pieces, you have something to play with. So now I'm just lining this up over the vein that is already there. And I'm doing first generation. So just to give it a little bit of different coloring on that piece of it. So hopefully you guys can get a good look at that. I don't know if it wants to focus or not, because it doesn't seem to. Hey, come on. Sorry about that. Hopefully you can see it all right. All right, so we have that. Now we also have this fun little, what do I call it? A little bit of a splatter, a little splatter stamp. Oh my gosh, my words have escaped me. Does that happen to y'all? Do you just like go through the day and you're like, what am I trying to say? So let me get this cleaned off because it looked like it was dirty still. Usually try to clean these things right away when I'm done using them, but that was there. And so I'm going to use the fresh freesia to put on a couple of little splatter spots. Just up here, maybe down here. There we go. Just a little bit on the edge. And then the last thing we need to do is come in with our center. And so I like to try and line these up on here at the same time because it's just, to me, easier. There we go. I'll get the second one on here. It gets stuck to us. Stuck to our fingers like so. All right, so there we have that. All right. And so now I could just come in all at one time and put our centers in just like so. All right, so there we have that. Now hopefully we can get it to focus for you. All right, so that is the stamping for this piece. Okay. And this piece is going to just get put right on top of here. Now, I was thinking it needs a border of some sort. So I am thinking to use the shimmer paper that we have used before. I think that that would be really pretty. So this image that we just stamped, I think it's 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Let me just double check that. But yes, it does appear to be. All right, so I'm just going to make this 4, and now we'll just do 4 1/2. By 3 1/2. Seems like a lot of waste, but that's okay. I'm good with it. Okay. And I think it'll be a nice little add to this here. All right. So that's going to go perfect. So we just have a little bit of an edge at the top and bottom. I didn't want to go wider because it's already pretty wide. So I just wanted to, I just wanted to see it at the top and the bottom. So I'm going to glue this down onto our shimmer paper very quickly and make sure it's even at the top and the bottom. And then put this on here like this. And then we're going to put on here with some dimensionals that I have buried now right here. So I'm just putting 3 dimensionals across here for stability. And just taking that off of here. And now we're going to make sure we line this up properly and then press down. So that is our card when it opens, like so. And then you can have it stand up. Isn't that pretty? I just think it's so pretty. I suppose this could have been smaller, but I really do like it how it is. So, all right. So now we have to put a little belly band on here. So just keep in mind, this is a card that's going to require some additional postage. Okay. So it's not going to be, you know, it's going to be a little more postage than you're used to. All right. And that's how this goes here. All right. So this belly band's going to fold around here. And I didn't want to do the other side of it because I want to make sure I have enough for this to slide properly. And it is a snug fit because I did not cut a big strip off of the 11-inch side of the paper. And so we're just going to have this here like so. And we are going to use one of my punches to create a fun label. So just give me a second here to get to it. And I think that we will use this oval right here to create a fun belly band for it. And that will go on here like so. Just like that. And then we will stamp the smaller flower, okay, the smaller flower on this piece of cardstock and color that. So I do have my stays on here for that. And we're going to fussy cut this little one out to stick it on top of that glimmer paper. So here we have our little flower. And I'm going to get my watercolor pencils from last week and get out the fresh freesia, and I think I have garden green over here on this one, and the other green here. So we are, where's my water painter? There we go. All right, so I just grab some Kleenex. That will just be handy to have here. And so just like last week, I'm just going around the edges of the flower petal, giving some color onto the card stock. Okay. I'm just going around the edge there. All right. I'm just going to make sure some water's in the tip of my painter. And now I'm just going to pull the color from where we painted it. Just going around and pulling that into the center. Seems a little not very wet, so just bringing in a little bit more water. All right, and then again, it's flowing better now. Like I said last time, you want to be careful how much water you put on here. So just very lightly got the color on here, okay? And then we are going to come back and do the center. I do need my crushed curry out of here. But let's do the leaf first. So I'm going to come in with just that lemon, granny apple green, and then the garden green on the outside. I'm going to just do a little bit here on the stem. And gonna blend those colors together. Just bring some of that there. Okay. So that's that piece of it. And then I'm just going to bring in the crushed curry from the colored pencil to our center. And so there we have it. Whoops, there we go. And so we're going to fussy cut this out and put this away. That's super quick and easy right there. So just move these out of the way. And I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut this out. I know not everybody enjoys fussy cutting. So this is pretty basic. You don't have to get very close to the line. Just want it to have a unique shape when we put it onto our oval that we just cut out, to have it stand out. Okay. This is already dry, I can tell. The flower is already dry. This is too much paper around here. Makes it hard to work with when you have too much paper. So if you're ever struggling with your fussy cutting, that might be the issue, is you just need to trim off some of the excess paper so you can move around your item better. Okay. All right. So there we have that. All right. And so this is going to get put on here. like so. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put just a tiny bit of glue right here to put our belly band together. Okay. And I want it to be not too tight so that we can slide it on and off. All right. So I'm just holding that there for now, gently. And then we will come back to it. So I think that's probably good. We're going to put this on with some glue as well right here. And that's going to firm this up, that fold space, so that there isn't any concern about it coming undone. There we go. So pretty, isn't it? And then this is going to go on here with some dimensionals. So fun. Let's see. Let me cut some edge off here for the leaf area and put this down here like so. I'll just trim off that little edge. There we go. So that should be good. Okay. And that's going to go right on here like so. So there's our little card. Okay. And you have space to write on the back if you want. But the belly band will just slide off. I'm being a little gentle since we just glued it down. And then here's our inside. Okay. And like I said, this is going to go back like so. And then it will stand up for whoever you are giving it to so that they can enjoy it. And you can write your message back here. So I hope you like that card design. So fun. And, you know, don't forget, this will require some extra postage at the post office because of the extra layer in here. And we can get that slide on there. There we go. Easy peasy once we have that going. And there's your card. So I hope you like that one. And I have one more card design today that I think will be fun too. If I can get my fingers on it over here underneath all of my things, it will be easier. All right. So, you know, one of the things we could do on this outside too, I ran out of sequin from the actual kit. And so I did find these sequin, and to be honest, I'm not sure if they're still active, but this is Neutrals adhesive back sequin. I think they are still in the catalog. And so I loved these little silver ones that I thought we could just add a couple of these to our item here and just add a little bit of bling to that front. So there you go. Oh, thank you. Thank you, y'all. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like it. All right. So the next one, again, is a little bit of a fun fold. And this one, I have already fussy cut the flowers out. And so let's see what we have here. Okay. All right. So I have a 5.5 by 8.5 card scored at 4 1/4. And then I did some cutting on the front. I have 1 1/4 inch cut here. and 1¼ inch cut on this other side, and that leaves this center piece 3 inches. Okay. And so we are going to have this card. It's going to flip some different ways. So let me go ahead and fold this down really good with my bone folder just to have those done. We are going to have this berry burst piece that's 1¼ inch by 5½. It's going to get glued to the 2 outside panels. Okay. And we are going to glue that down first. Okay. Then when it opens, okay, it's going to open like this. All right. Then we have this piece that's going to flip up as well. So we are going to need here, we are going to put on this back side, inside back, we're going to put down some of the shimmer paper that is going to go right out here. All right. Then I cut a part of the card base to go here. Okay. And so when this is closed, it looks like this. Okay. And here we're going to use envelope pieces. And so we're going to open up another envelope. All right. This little flower piece is going to go right on the front of here. And we have a white piece to go on the very inside for a sentiment, place for you to write and put a sentiment, because we'll put a little sentiment out here with this. So I know all that sounds very crazy, but we're going to put this together, and I think it'll make sense, and I think you will love it. I, again, have no idea. I saw this card. I'm not sure where I saw this card. Oh, I know. This card design came from watching a video with Nancy and Kayla. They are Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. You may have seen them on YouTube before. And I believe that's where that came from. You know, I'll have to verify where I found that idea. So actually, they may have been where I found the first card. And this one may come from... So I know these two cards either came from Nancy and Kayla or Heather Guerrera. And I will tell you guys for sure where they came from. So... this is 4¼ so I want these to be 4 inches by, so I would like this to be at least 4 inches. So we have that, no problem. And then I want them to be 1 inch each. So 1 and 2. There we go. So that should be the right size for those front panels. All right, so let's see here. So we are going to put these down first. I know I said that, but this is going to go first to have that put down just like so. And I don't think we need this. All right, so let's start to put our card together. All right, so this is 1 inch by 4 inch, and it's going on the front of the card base right here. And this card base is fresh freesia, and I actually think that glimmer paper, I don't know that that's fresh freesia, but it sure looks very close. So we are using it. I think it might be bubble bath though. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is take this piece, which is 1 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, and we're going to put this down onto these side panels. So I'm going to actually put, I'm going to line this up here on my grid where you can see it. Okay, and I'm going to put this between the 1/2 inch mark. All right, so that way they're both the same. So I'm going to do 1/2 inch on this side too. All right, so now if I want this to be at 1/2 inch, there we go. Just like so. And those are down. So when this opens, it's going to flip both pieces up like so. Okay. And on this outside part, we're going to put these flowers on and a little sentiment here. Okay. I may even put them together, but we'll come back to that. All right. So when you flip this up, we are going to put in this piece, which comes from a piece of the cardstock that came, a card base, excuse me, that came inside the Paper Pumpkin kit. Okay. So that is here, like so. All right. And this piece is 4 inches by 2 3/4. Okay. So then we have these pieces that we're going to put in here. Now these I only gave 1/8 of an inch of, I guess, frame around it. So they are 4 1/8 by 1 1/8. That's what size these are. I wanted it to have more coverage. To go on the inside of here. All right, so that is like so. All right. Then when this flips up, we're going to have this white piece in here, like so. All right. And this piece is 4 by 2 3/4. Okay. Now I do want to stamp on here. I want to color one more flower, and we're going to use the StazOn and the color pencils. I have it all out. So should go pretty quickly right here. But I wanted to just put a little flower on the inside that stays on. It's sticky. Stuck right to the paper. All right, so that's that piece of it. So let me get my little tissue and my water painter back and our colored pencils here. And I think I did this last time we were together, but we can literally color everything, and that way we're just doing it all at one time. Okay. And makes it a little bit faster. So like before, I'm just laying down a bunch of color, watercolor pencil color that I will then come and spread around with my watercolor painter pen, or brush, I should say. So this is a water painter brush. These are in the catalog if you've never seen them before. Super, pretty inexpensive, but they have a, watercolor pencils, and a water painter can do you good, is what I have to say. But don't forget to have the StazOn ink, because that is the ink that doesn't make your watercolor run. So if you were to use the Memento and we were doing this, all this black line would be running all over the place. So that's why you have to use the right pieces together. So there we have our little flower to put on the inside of our card. All right, so that's going to go right in here for you to write a message. And so here we go. Let's put this down. I know that's not entirely dry, but it will dry. And so we'll be careful not to press on it. Just go around it. Like so. So there you have that piece of it. Yes, Wanda, I was early today. Sorry, I did post a note, but yeah, I'm here early today. Had some changes in my schedule today. So, all right. So now we have this card that we're going to be doing. And I was wanting to use this sentiment. It's the little things that matter. And so let me move this out of the way. And I'm going to use the Berry Burst on here with this. And stamp on the sentiment. And we're going to kind of go a little bit off to the left because we may be putting our flower a little bit over the edge on the right. So just going all the way to the left of this. Okay. And this is one of the die cuts from the January, February, and March die cut. What's the name of it? I can't think of the name of it. I have one over here. Oh, shoot. I have a hard time remembering names of things. I know I'm not the only one, but I can tell you. It is called the Love of Spring dies. Oh yeah, we made some fun fold cards today. So Wanda, you'll have to go back and check those out. All right, so this is going to go right on here. And I'm putting the stem of the flower all the way to the bottom because I want to get as much of the leaves on here in order to stabilize them. I guess we could also put it to this piece here. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work and hold it down. So we are going to add some dimensionals on this side of our little image. And just like so. And let's see if I can put just a couple of little tiny ones down here on the stem. Like so. I cut half of this off. Put another one right there. So I think that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so let's put that down and then we'll put our sentiment on so we know the placement of it. All right. So this is going to go on here. Just like so. All right. So now you don't see any of the dimensionals. Our stem is not going past the bottom of the front. Okay. And so that's going to go like that. And then this is just going to tuck under that leaf right here, just a tad, and we'll glue that down. Okay. So, we'll glue this down like so. All right. So just a little bit off to the left. So not entirely centered, like so. All right, so it's the little things that matter, just like this. That flips up, and you have this, and then that flips up, and you have your inside to write a note, okay? And so let's just add a few of these sequins to this for fun. Let's just put a couple up here in this corner, and we'll put a couple down here like so. We'll put one right up here. There you have it. All right, so you have that card, and I really like this. So look, it flips up. You have a little fun here, and then inside, just a sweet little flower. It's the little things that matter, right? Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you like it. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad I could make it work out and not miss. I don't like to miss. And thank you, everybody. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Wanda. Thank you, Wendy. I'm so glad for y'all to be here and joining me today. You know, I think this is our last week with Memorable Meadows. So, you know, I always like to kind of show all the stuff we've made. If I can clean off a little bit of space here. Today we made these 2 cards. And let me get some of my stamps out of the way, because it's just, they're everywhere. We had lots of fun today. So we made this card I just showed you. If you missed earlier, we made this really cute card that is got a belly band, and it can stand up like this right here. That one. Last week we made these really cute post-it note holders that tie, and then the rest of the time we made this really fun fold card that I love. And we made this one with our watercoloring. This was with the alcohol markers, and we made some scenery card here with that fold out. Just a fun standard fold card. Another one that folded up, landscape or portrait style. This is a card from the kit. Here are the other cards from the kit. And we did, this is the kind of stamping we did today. Plain and simple. And then here was another card. So much fun this month with making all of the Memorable Meadow cards. And I'm really looking forward to next week. Fingers crossed. We will be playing with the Delicate Wings Paper Pumpkin. I cannot wait to see that. I just think it's going to be so fun. So it was great having you all here today, and I hope you all have a great rest of your week. Yes, April has shipped for sure, and so I'm hoping to get it this week. So, all right, everybody, please ask me if you have any questions, and if you haven't signed up for May, make sure you're ready to go. I think that one's going to be awesome. And I will see you next Sunday at our usual time, 4 p.m. I don't expect any changes. So I will see you then. Bye-bye.